Let me ask you a question, and don't answer it casually. Answer it honestly. What are you focusing on right now? Because whether you realize it or not, your life today is not an accident. It's not luck. It's not fate. It is the direct result of what you've been focusing on day after day, thought after thought, emotion after emotion. You don't get what you want in life. You don't get what you wish for. You get what you consistently focus on. And the moment you truly understand that, you take back control, not just of your results, but of your destiny. Think about this for a moment. Focus is not something you have, it's something you use. And whatever you use it on, you energize. Focus is the real force behind every outcome because it determines what you see, what you feel, and ultimately what you do. Two people can live in the exact same environment, face the same challenges, have access to the same resources, and end up with completely different lives. Why? Because they're focusing on different things. Your focus is like a magnifying glass. Whatever you place it on gets bigger. If you focus on what's missing, lack expands. If you focus on what's wrong, problems multiply. But when you focus on growth, on solutions, on what's possible, something incredible happens. You start to notice opportunities that were always there but invisible before. Life doesn't suddenly change. You change the way you look at it. Most people believe their circumstances control their focus. They think when things get better, then I'll feel better. When I succeed, then I'll focus on gratitude. When I have confidence, then I'll take action. But that's backward. Your focus creates your emotional state, and your emotional state drives your behavior. Change what you focus on, and you change how you feel. Change how you feel, and you change what you're willing to do. You've felt this before. There are moments when you're exhausted, drained, overwhelmed, and then suddenly something shifts. You remember why you started. You picture a future that excites you. You recall a moment when you overcame something you once thought was impossible, and in an instant, your energy changes. Your body straightens, your voice changes, your certainty rises. Nothing outside of you changed. Your focus did, and that shift is not small, it's everything. Because focus tells your brain what matters. Your brain is constantly filtering millions of bits of information every second, and it only lets a tiny fraction into your conscious awareness. That filter is controlled by focus. If you're focused on fear, your brain scans for danger. If you're focused on failure, it looks for proof that you're not enough. But when you focus on progress, on contribution, on growth, your brain begins to work for you instead of against you. This is why people who win don't wait to feel confident. They focus themselves into confidence. They don't wait for certainty. They focus on what they can control. They don't deny problems, but they refuse to live there. They ask different questions, not why is this happening to me, but what can I learn from this? Not why can't I do this, but how can I make this work? And the quality of your life is directly tied to the quality of the questions you ask, because questions direct focus. Here's the hard truth. If you don't consciously choose your focus, the world will choose it for you. The news will choose it, social media will choose it, other people's fears, opinions, and expectations will choose it. And before you know it, you're living in reaction instead of intention. You're busy, but not fulfilled. Moving, but not progressing. Alive, but not truly living. High performers understand something deeply. They train their focus like a muscle. They know that focus is not about intensity once in a while. It's about consistency every day. It's about where you place your attention first thing in the morning and last thing at night. It's about what you rehearse in your mind when no one is watching. Because what you rehearse, you reinforce. And what you reinforce becomes your reality. When you focus on what you can give, you discover abundance. When you focus on improving just one small thing today, momentum builds. When you focus on your standards instead of your moods, discipline becomes easier. And when you focus on who you're becoming instead of what you're lacking, your identity begins to shift. That's when results stop feeling forced and start feeling natural. This is not about pretending everything is perfect. It's about deciding what deserves your energy. Because energy is finite. Attention is precious. And every moment you spend focused on what drains you is a moment stolen from what could elevate you. So here's the real question. Not what do you want, but what are you focusing on right now? Because that focus is shaping your next decision, your next emotion, your next action. And over time, those moments stack. They compound. They become your life. Change your focus, and you don't just change a moment, you change your direction. Now let me take this one level deeper, because understanding focus without understanding how your brain filters reality is like driving a powerful car without knowing how the steering works. You're not experiencing life as it is, you're experiencing life as your nervous system allows you to see it, and that filter is being shaped every single day by what you focus on most. Your brain is designed to protect you, not to make you happy. Every second it's processing an overwhelming amount of information, sounds, sights, sensations, memories, emotions. If it let everything in, you'd be paralyzed. So it makes decisions for you. It deletes what it believes is unimportant. It distorts what doesn't fit your beliefs. And it generalizes patterns to help you survive.